Hello my good friends, Israel Epstein here with, this is a week 5 update on the aquaponics system and the little Epstein farm here in our backyard. So I'll show you what we got going on at 5 weeks. Let's take a look. We'll start with grow bed number 1, which is not got much going on in it. The strawberry is kind of hanging in there. Something's dying in the back there. I'm not even sure what that was. That place back there on the edge is not getting a lot of sun, so plants aren't doing too great back there. This corn is probably being burned. We've had some really intense heat lately. These beans are doing okay. This, I probably need to get some chelated iron. This might be a little bit of iron deficiency in this tomato. It's obviously looking, good up here at the top. The pepper plants in grow bed number 2 are still doing okay. Still doing okay. The ants keep coming back and I keep flooding them out. Got the third grow bed in with some lava rock and the corn. I just sprinkled corn seeds in there, and I'll tell you what, that corn is doing very well in that lava rock. I seem to like that quite a bit. It's even cheaper than the river rock. I think this lava rock from Vigoro at Home Depot is like $3 a bag for, I don't know, it's like 10-pound bag. 2 or 3 cubic feet. So that one's doing pretty good. The melons and cucumbers and stuff like that are actually looking pretty good. I mean, look at this. We got some, I believe that's it might be a squash, or I don't know anything about these. Like I told you guys at the beginning, I have not got a green thumb. I kill just about everything. And I'm just showing you what a normal person can do and can expect, trying this stuff out. So these plants seem to be doing really well. They're about to bust some fruit out on them, so that's super cool. And these melons over here are still doing really well. We may have some, little buds coming out here pretty soon to start producing fruit, but looking really good. Everything so far is growing really well. We got lots of bees that are coming to hang out and get a drink of water, and maybe they'll pollinate our plants when they get around to it. So things are doing pretty good, but this is some really intense heat down here in the desert. So these plants might be struggling a little bit because of the heat. It is pretty intense. But so far so good. I'm not terribly unhappy. I think I'm feeling pretty good about it. This little shade house that I built actually is working really well too, keeping everything fairly cool. When it rains and pours water, this really does mitigate the heavy downpour, and it kind of turns into a nice little mist and some drops, so that really helps with these heavy rainstorms we get out here in the desert. But things are looking really good. These fish, let's check these fish out. These fish are doing amazingly well. If you remember the original video, when we put these things in here, they were just tiny little things. Just tiny. But I mean, look at them now. They're getting very nice. We got a couple in there that are 3 inches long. Just growing like crazy. They eat good. They definitely eat good. They love bugs. We've been smacking flies and dropping fly carcasses in there. They absolutely love bugs. Their fish food, they just go crazy for those little tiny black pellets that we feed them right there. But they're very happy. In fact, there's Spotty. Spotty the lizard has come to check us out. You guys have seen him before. He's going over there to check out the corn. Maybe try and catch a bee or a wasp or something. Isn't he cool? We love Spotty. And here's our other little lizard that's hanging out on this tree. He's getting fat because this little place right here is full of ants too, so he's eating really good. But we got our lettuce, and our spinach is actually coming up pretty good here. We also have, as you can see, some asparagus coming up. Now, we did not plant that asparagus. That was planted here years ago. And just from watering this stuff really well, the asparagus has come back, which is kind of cool. Let's take a look at our corn. Me and the kids planted some corn over here. It's been about a week and a half on the corn, so that stuff's growing really well. It's doing pretty good in the ground. It is actually growing faster in the grow beds though, definitely. And then let's go over here and we'll check out some of our other stuff. Got a little bit of stuff growing over here, not too much. Our beans are doing pretty good, along with our carrots. Now the carrots, I think I mentioned to you before that the carrots are starting to work themselves out. It took them a little while, but it seems like the ones that we put in the ground over here were definitely doing better. For whatever reason, it's the same, it might be the sun, is that they don't get as much sun up there in the patio as they are out here. They're not getting full sun here though. This is partially shaded. So they may definitely like that sun better. And our grapevine that we planted is just popping out all over the place and doing really well. You can see we still have our little grapes down there, and they are actually plumping up a little bit. Who knows? They might actually have a little cluster of grapes this season. That'd be pretty cool. The onions that we've planted in here did not really do that well. I think we've got like 2 that are actually growing, and you can't even hardly see them. Here's one right here, and then there's another one right there. It's kind of blending in a little bit, so you can't see it very well. But so far, that is the 5-week update on the little garden that we have growing here at the Epstein household. Just love those fish. They're like pets now. They come right up to the surface when they see you. They're not shy, and they'll just stand there waiting for you to drop something. I just fed them a couple of minutes ago, and they're still sitting here ready to eat some more. They're crazy eaters. I don't want to overfeed them though, or they might poison themselves with ammonia from the too much pooping and peeing. But yeah, I just actually threw some broccoli seeds into this one to see if something would happen. But we'll also remember, like I said, that I don't have a lot of gardening experience, and I don't know much about it. I am learning. I'm reading some books and articles online and looking at stuff. But would you remember also that we are probably out of season for a lot of the stuff that we're trying to plant here. I just grabbed seeds and threw them around. It might be totally the wrong time of the year, but whatever. I just threw them in there, and they're actually growing, so we'll see. But if you want to try an aquaponics system, I recommend it. It's pretty cool. Works pretty good. Got a little bit of lettuce, little butter crunch lettuce in there. A little bee getting some water. Checking out the water, little bee. Those bees love that lava rock to get water out of there. We are definitely attracting a lot of insects because of the water, but they're fairly easy to control, especially the ants. I just flood these grow beds every once in a while and the ants go bye-bye. I don't know what they're going after under there, but what are you going to do? Fighting nature. You just work with it. So, that's it, folks. The 5-week update. Not too bad. So stay tuned and we'll see how it's going next week. Israel Epstein signing out. Bye-bye.